Okay, I'm live. Good morning, Michael. Welcome to Friday day, bench day, moved to Toys Day. It is snowing out. It's a light blowing snow right now. They went from a forecast of 8 to 12 inches to 1 to 3, so who knows? But the main thing is it's going to be extremely cold tomorrow, like -6. And just not going to be on the road at that type of temperature. So let's warm it up. So I was happy with Gabrielle. Hello, welcome to the chat. So I've moved my bench day to Thursday because of the weather. It's going to snow and it's going to get really windy and it's going to get really, really cold. But so far it's just snow, no freezing rain. So I'm looking forward to not having freezing rain. I hope that maintains. Kelly, Merry Christmas. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you and your family. So it's Big Bench Thursday. Why not? Start it a day early tomorrow. It will probably be too cold to maybe even go into work. I'm not sure. We have prepared for that possibility at work. Usually where today we would do the end of our furnace run. We actually did that last night. Nothing but rain, yeah. I'd rather have snow than freezing rain. Just the power lines seem to hold up better. Time to add some weight. So warmed up at 95. Now we go to 135. 135 because I'm alive. Got one of my old shirts from Gold's Fitness. I used to go there during lunch. And where I worked, I wore more professional clothes. And sometimes I'd forget my gym bag. So I'd have to. Morning, Bob.
Morning. How are you doing?
Oh, man, another wonderful day in the USA. And I'd have to buy one of their shirts to work out in. So that's how I got this one. Not even flexing. Well, I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas weekend. Us in the northern states, be very careful. Remember, when you're outside, if you're in this type of sub-zero weather, digits can actually freeze in a matter of minutes if they're uncovered. One year, it got down to 40 below, and we had a older gentleman who lived only about 300 yards from the VFW, left the VFW, realized when he got to the house that he left his keys at the VFW, never made it back to the VFW. He froze to death. So do take this weather this weekend seriously. This type of weather can kill people only if you're not careful. If you're going to do drinking, do it at the house because alcohol does restrict the blood vessels and leaves you very suspect to even more hypothermia and things like that. That's my safety tip of the day. I was watching all these YouTubers. People are going to die. We've had winter before. Okay, as we would go, this is going on my 62nd winter. Or 61st, however they want to count it. So, looking forward to some good benching. I don't have to go into work early this morning, so I can do some shopping, pick up some last minute items and get ready for the Christmas weekend, because I do have Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. And even if they offer overtime, I'm just going to take the time off. So it should be a fun, happy day. Playing some good tunes in the back. So thanks for everybody for being here. Kelly, Gabriel, Michael, I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll get some more people joining in. Switching over to my other account. Remember, I do have a MacBean's Farms and Prepping too, which I tend to do not so much on fitness, but on walks and wild animals out there, and the occasional rant every now and then. I'm just popping a video in there. I don't know if you hear those tunes. Hopefully not. Otherwise, I want to get nailed with it. There we go. Got that rolling. So 1:35. Let's warm it up. If you're just joining in, remember to hit the thumbs up and Merry Christmas. And I better move this a little bit over. I get the weights, I get some of the weights. There we go. I'm going shoulders today. Might throw something else in the mix. So I had a really good shoulder day yesterday. I hit another 5 pounds on it, and I was pretty happy about that. Another caveat about that is I had the people over from a Royal Hollywood, California, and their dad is the one that spots me. And they had actually seen one of my videos that got shared from the lifting club on Instagram. So that was pretty cool. Hey, Lord Equal, thank you. Good morning. Thank you much. I appreciate it. Yep, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas, Lord Eagle. Remember, that's from above, 101st Airborne. So now let's move it up to 185. It's still snowing. It'll be interesting if we get to 3 inches or not. So let me see. I can skip the ad. Got that going. Yep. Now let's check WeatherBug. WeatherBug. So right now it's 30 degrees. It says chance of light snow. I think that's happening. And here's what the weather looks like. So we're just starting to get into the snow band. Looks like that snow band. It's probably good for an hour to 2 hours, depending on how fast it's moving. It's always Iowa City. If I'm driving it 70 miles an hour, it's probably 2 hours away. So I think we got 2, maybe 3 hours easily of snow. See how much accumulates. If you go to the hourly, well, they've got a percent. They got a chance of snow all the way until 9 o'clock tonight, and by 11 o'clock when I get off work, it's going to be -8. So it's going to be -8 when I get off of work. So hopefully I can get a parking spot close to the entrance. So maybe at like 7, 9, and 11, or at 7 at 9, I can go and hit the remote start and keep the car warm, because at -8, sometimes vehicles don't start. Mine's still fairly new, but come to think of it now, it's a 19. Battery's 3 years old. Usually around 5 years, I change the battery out, whether I need to or not. Generally, if you have a 5-year-old battery in your car, it's getting to be winter, it's a good idea to just change it out. You can always use the battery as a backup for like your solar lights and things like that. So I got about next year I'll probably change the battery out, just because you don't ever want to be where you can't start your vehicle. I think 2 years ago, when the new cars were new and we had 20 below weather, I had to go out there and mine started, the wife's didn't. I had to come back in, warm up. I had to go back out to the shed, get the battery charger, come back in and warm up, go back out, hook the battery charger up and plug it in, come back and warm up. And then about an hour later, I was able to start that vehicle. So if your battery is 5 years or older and the storm hasn't hit you yet, I'd go get it replaced. Because it gets about that time, somewhere around 5 or 6 years, you're going to have to replace it anyway. Christopher, Merry Christmas. How we doing? So, 185. Yeah, some excellent music in the background. Playing some Ozzy. We'll go top this off and add weight. All righty. Going back in the saddle again. There we go. Oh, I do also have an Instagram. In case anybody interested in what's kind of funny is I'll post some of my lifts. And does one person had said it was fake, and I sent him my information. But this Keldrome comments on that person going, he literally has his entire competition history and a well-established powerlifting website called openpowerlifting.org. You can easily look him up. So unless you think the entire sport of powerlifting is some huge conspiracy, and it's not, then no, this is absolutely not fake. You're making a fool of yourself. So to Keldrone, thank you for putting the person in the place. I won't say who it was. It was a handle anyway. But every now and then, I get another one. Oh, everybody's natty these days. Whatever. Sometimes people are just hating on the accomplishments of others, and you should never give them the attention that they desperately want. All right. I don't care if you're natural or not. I really don't. You're an adult. If you're not natural, you've got to put time in. All right. There's no pill to make you in shape. You got to come in and do this or run or stairs or Ironman contest or swimming, or you have to be active. And active, well, I would think if you're on, good question, Chris. Because there are some things that are over the counter that are, stuff that you get in real food anyway. I'm thinking if you are on if you're taking shots for TRT, if you're taking HGH stuff, if you're taking some of the other steroids and the trends and bends and wins, whatever the hell they are, you're definitely not natural. But, what it is they're using the science just that they're in drive to buy to a higher level. There's a give and take, and there are dangers there. That's why I stay away from that stuff. But then there's other things you can do naturally. All right, you can work out. You can make sure you're eating at the right time, getting the protein before and after your lifts, getting protein before you go to bed, getting protein as soon as you wake up. Taking lots of vitamins and minerals to help repair that tissue. Vitamin C in larger doses will help you repair from your workouts. So it is an enhancement. Arginine helps me with my circulation and heart health and cholesterol. But it's you get that from natural sources. But do I take it in heavier dosages? Yes, I do. I talk about the praises of that and let everybody know. Does it work for everybody? No. Does it have some side effects? Yeah. It can kind of dry you up in some other areas when you're trying to use the bathroom, but you just counteract that with your protein shake. So there's a lot of natural things you can do to increase your level of testosterone. Sleep. If you're getting at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep, that will help it. If you're not getting that sleep, your testosterone levels are going to be lower. And working out raises it. Activity raises it. There's a lot of things that sit there and raise your things, and the more physically active you are, the better mental and brain health you have also. So there's just so many benefits of it. With the Liver King, it's kind of funny because, here was a guy who I think everybody, you had to know he was on something. No clue how much he was on. But, not only was he saying, no, I'm not, he was, talking bad about other ones that came out and said they were. And I just think $10,000 a month on steroids is a lot of money. I don't know. And that's probably another reason I'm not on it, because I don't have that type of money. Or if I did, that's not what I would spend it on. I have other things that I'd rather spend that money on. So if you're natural, great. If you're not natural, great. Cottage Fitness does not care one way or another. Just get in the gym and lift. That's what started this whole channel. Was just that, just get in the gym and lift. They had people saying, oh, that person's using a bench shirt. That person's using a slingshot. That person has a high arch. Who cares? You do you, let them do them. They're still moving weight. They're still getting exercise. Do I lift that way? No, I don't. This is the way I like to lift. But I'm not going to sit there and the only ones are the ones that do those half reps. I'll probably say something to you. Don't cheat yourself. Do the full rep. 2 1/4. Let's go. on bench anyway. Sometimes there are some physical reasons why you can't do it as well as you want. And I'll be the first one to say I have never been happy with my squat form. Everybody wants some too. Time to add the weight. So see if you can remember what movie this quote's from. It's Count the Money, de Monet. Whew. If as long as you're doing our things and power cells, it's all that matters. That's right. If you're moving, you're improving. If you're grooving, you're moving. I don't know, something like that. Oh, little breakfast herbs. So, mix before I come to the gym. For calories consists of Frightful milk, usually about 20 ounces. So 20 ounces, almost 30 grams of protein in that. Put 2 scoops of weight gainer in there. There's another 20 grams. I put a big scoop of peanut butter and about a half cup of oats. So generally I've got about easily 1,000 calories, probably about 55 grams of protein minimum in there. But a lot of calories, a lot of carbs to give me energy for the workout. So that seems to work out. It seems to work out well for my workout. Then when I get home, I'll have a sandwich, or I have a thing of chili, or I have a can of tuna, 2 cans of tuna. You know, something to get a lot of protein in and a lot of clean carbs. And then usually I'll make at least 2 to 3 meals for work. All right, they'll be lighter meals, but they are at least 30 grams of protein each one. You know, so I generally have anywhere about 5 to 6 meals a day. My goal is 200 grams of protein throughout the day, and probably about 3,000 to 3,500 calories, just to maintain the lifestyle I'm doing. Now, days I don't work out, I'm still trying to keep the protein up, but I may cut 500 calories out, just because I'm not at the same level of burning the calories. All right, multivitamin I take zinc separately. I take vitamin C, vitamin D3 now that it's winter. In the summer, I don't bother taking it because I'm always outside. My body's producing more than I need. Once a week, I take an iron and a vitamin K. About twice a week, I take vitamin E. And a lot of these vitamins are already in my multivitamin, except for the K and the iron, which are not. And then B complexes, you know, for energy and just for having a positive mental attitude. And of course, arginine, which I take at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. Dosage says 2 capsules. I take about 4 to 5. I think a lot of that has had one of the reasons why I have longevity in the sport that I have. Is there room for improvement? There is always room for improvement. You know, I don't think I'll really ever be satisfied with my performance. Even if I get as strong as I want to get, then I'd want to get a little faster, throw the discus a little further. You know, there's always gonna be some sort of goal that I'm gonna set for myself. Without goals, there's no drive. And without drive, there's no improvement. So these are things that I do to keep myself motivated, and sharing with you to try to keep yourself motivated, regardless of the exercise styles that you're doing. I don't follow a lot of channels, but the ones I do are very motivated. Michael's definitely one of them. He's always pushing it. I'm sure when people see him out there on his walks and that, like, man, he's a big guy, but, do they know the type of work he puts in to be like that? Because it is a lot of work, and it's work every day, and it's consistent. It's eating the proper nutrition, and it's getting the proper rest when you can. I know, Michael, you have a problem getting sleep, and hopefully that'll go away. Okay, this is not an entrance. I was heading for this 3-panel door that they use just as a window. I feel like, nope, this is not an entrance. Don't come in here. So hopefully Doc's going to be showing up in here pretty soon. He showed up a little bit later last time, and I may have to run the power cord. Go Vin. Hey, title's amazing. Thank you. Every now and then, even a blind squirrel finds an acorn every now and then. But just try and do something with the title to get more people in here without going to the average clickbait. Oh my God, if you don't do this, you're going to die. Yeah, no, you're not. Stop it. I see way too many on that. And to be honest with you, I stopped watching. Not in the fitness industry, but in the prepping, I stopped watching some, because every title is that clickbait. And I'm like, okay, come on. I know, you want to use it every now and then, but not all the time. Yep. So, and another thing for everybody that does join her, this is just a fitness channel. We leave, politics and things like that off to the side. That's not what this channel is about. I do have the farms and prepping if you want to get into a little bit more on an opinion matter, and getting to the point where I'm going to start doing some lives from that channel. I'm right now at 424 subscribers on that channel, which I think is amazing. But once I get 1,000 on my MacBean farms and prepping, then I will start doing live streams from it, probably out from the farm, and it'll be AT&T willing. I am hitting the chest. So I got the bench here. Usually I do bench on Friday, but we got a snowstorm coming in, which is actually snowing right now. And then we have severe cold weather starting tonight. By 11 o'clock tonight, it'll be -8 degrees. So I'm doing the bench today, a day early. And then tomorrow will probably be breakfast chat. So I got 315 on there now. I'll knock it out for a couple for a kind of a warm up. I'll probably knock it out for another couple. And then we'll go for my set of reps on it on Monday. So today I'll try to get 7. I'll probably have to go out. And there's a young man out there that spotted me before, so I think I'll be okay for a spotter. I know some of the other ones y'all are watching and ain't in the gym yet. Get in here. So yeah, I did shoulders yesterday, did arms on Tuesday, I did chest on Monday. I'll probably do something at home. Oh goodness, wake up, tomorrow. I just don't think I'll make the trip to the gym. That one's gonna be that cold. Below zero is really bad for moving parts. Yes, I love hearing the slamming of metal weights in the morning. As I said, today will be a relaxing day because we're not pushing the furnace, so I'm not moving heavy tooling. So we'll do that. We'll be like, famous. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, not somewhere I ever thought I would be when I was in my 30s. If somebody would ask me in my 30s if I'd be a world-class venture and be running my own YouTube channel, I would have left. I would have laughed at him. Going, no way. Too tall, too skinny. So time and effort. It's time and pressure. Time and pressure is the difference between a coal and a diamond. Same molecular schedule. The only difference is the time and pressure. June, how you doing? Welcome to the Scottish Fitness. I know where a lot of you people are from, but if you are from the States, let me know which state. And if you're out of country, let me know which country I'm talking to. Just good information to have to see how far I'm reaching out there. I know I get people from United Kingdom and Scotland and Ireland, Germany, India, Philippines. I've had Egypt, Saudi Arabia. Have been on here. So if you are from a different area, it's kind of nice to have. And then also, Body Beatdown, one of my moderators, has a very nice channel, very similar to mine. Very similar build. He still has all of his hair, damn it. But he also has a very motivating channel too. So consider subscribing to his channel also. The only reason I asked June, because June was a name I would hear when I was over in Korea. That was kind of one of the more common names. So I spent a year over in Korea when I was in the Army, 2nd Division. Still have some of the language memorized. A lot of it's went away, just law of use and disuse. But after I was there for a year, I picked up a lot of the language. Not so much could speak it, but I could definitely understand a lot of it. Which always made for some humorous situations when I was around a group and they were talking and thinking everything they said was secure, and they'd find out it was not. Let me see. Somebody's trying to communicate. We have here the failure to communicate. Oh, it says my Walmart item was delivered. I bought a little buddy heater that if you went to the store, they wanted $164. But you could order the same item from their store online for $72. Oh, what to do? Sometimes you got to check those things. As much as I like going to a store and purchasing, sometimes I'll check the same item online and see if there's a better deal out there. And they're $90 savings. So that was well worth checking out. Let me tighten the weights here. Do another double on that. Then we'll go to 335. And this is kind of where the workout begins. That's when you really start pushing hard, seeing what you can do. Breathe in and breathe out. Time to get the camera set up. Told the wife I'm starting to really like having this beard like this. She's like, oh no. I'm not quite a fan of it.
Good to go? All right.
Let me see what we got here. Video. So we got 3:35 up. Take a couple minutes break, get my spotter. So many times I can remember. We do have that set up. So it'll be 3:35. Hey, Lone Wolf. For the new year, probably not that soon. I won't shave it off. I'll just trim it back down. So I do have a, hair and beard trimmer. But no, they don't like it when I shave it off. Since I was out of the service, I've only shaved the beard off twice. And both times, I was told to grow it back immediately. Not sure how to take that. So Lone Wolf, the address you sent me was exactly the same address I mailed out to. So you may have to talk to your post office and ask them why you didn't get your mail. All right, but I'll drop it in the mail again and see what happens. And I'll tell my post office, this is a good address. I did get a package to them this way. I sent your shirt that way. So I don't understand where the confusion is with the post office. Oh yeah, my buddy retired from the Army, and then he also retired from the post office. Worked in the post office. He said, if it wasn't for that paycheck and having to support his kids, said he never would have worked there. But it was good money. They had a lot of holidays off. Got plenty of there's benefits. You just had to walk that route all the time. So I've been in that place where I was in a job and the money was good. Didn't necessarily like the job, but it provided for my family. And then when the money stopped being good, I left. I did retail, and at one time I was at a place that was the best job in the world. But then they kind of got full of themselves. They forgot, the ownership forgot that their success was built on the people they hired. And they kept making pay changes, and also I realized I was making a third of what I was making. So I just told them, I said, listen, I got to go. I got a family to support. And if you're not going to make it where I can support it, then I got to go somewhere else. Otherwise, it's my fault. And so I did. I went to a competitor, and they got really, really, really upset. I said, well, I warned you. I told you if things didn't change, I was going to go. And the way you responded was you couldn't make eye contact with me afterwards. You ran like little children, and you tried to act like high school. I come outside the store. They're out there smoking. I didn't smoke, but I come out there. Oh, we're having a meeting here. I said, oh, fine, move. I'm sitting out there enjoying the sun. If I don't move me, you're going to act that high school bully stuff? Bring it. So when I left, I told them they had 3 years. And like 37 months later, they went bankrupt. So he ran 77. Thank you very much. Thanks for popping in. Don't forget to hit the like button. That always helps the algorithm. If you're not subscribed, please do. I do my live streams on workouts, and I do some breakfast live streams, and sometimes even dinner, depending on how kind AT&T is for my signal out in the country where I'm at. You never know. Sometimes AT&T giveth, sometimes AT&T taketh away. So anyway, yeah, the government jobs are not wrong. I mean, I worked for the government. I was in the Army. Then I worked for USDA, another government job. There are benefits to them, and you learn a lot of things. Then I got into retail just as a part-time job. I was a chemist, and I started doing it part-time. And well, I was working a third-time job. I was making just as much on my part-time job as I was on my full-time job. So they finally made me an offer. First one I refused because it wasn't any better than where I was already at. So why leave when I got a nice situation going the way it is? The second offer was considerably more. So I did. Like I said, I would say probably for about 12 years, it was the best job I ever had. The last 3 years I was on there, I left 3 years later than I should have. But that happens. Sometimes you're just afraid to make that change. But eventually, my income told me if I wanted to continue keeping the house and, sending the kids to school, I better do something different. So I did. So remember, you always sometimes have to adapt. Sometimes you have to take chances, and do the best that's best for you. That's always what I say. So let me go find me a spotter because I am going to want to burn out on this one a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to have to stop at one short. Yep, it would be 5 pounds. Or I'll just cut it one short, but. And towards the end, it does go up slow unless I call for it.
Okay.
So, got my new spotter here. 5 pounds is usually all I need. So having somebody here is always good. My daughter, when she was 9, would spot for me. But then again, it's not like I'm throwing 6 maybe some drums.
Okay.
Only because I got 6 last time. I always want to do one better.
Oh, of course.
Oh, I guess. Oh my God, it looks like it didn't happen. I recorded, the workout never happened. That's a meme I seen years ago. You got a big bodybuilder holding his hands instead of his hands.
Yeah.
I forgot to record my workout. It's like it never happened. 335. Thank you.
Good.
So I got one more. Got 7. I think that was 7. Woo! That's where the workout starts. Everything else is warm up. You think it would be easier? Did you think it would be easier?
No, even walking on the treadmill doesn't get easier.
Yeah. Keep walking now.
Oh, yeah, I didn't walk this
That's the best
morning.
one.
I walked enough around here, but I kept the steps. So, and I went out and shoveled some snow, but it didn't do any good. So
Yeah, be careful on shoveling.
I'll do it later.
I actually did a video on that last year. And I said, treat shoveling like your workout.
Yeah.
You don't keep doing the exercise for 30 minutes. You take breaks.
I get it, put some salt down right by the door, and then later I'll go a little further and put some more down,
I
and
mean, I have a 200-foot long driveway,
I don't.
and I don't have a snow blower.
I don't
So
have
I'll
a
shovel for 10 minutes. I'll come in and take a break. And I'll go out for another 10 minutes. I'll take a break. Because what happens is, especially in our age group, cold air.
Yeah.
And you can do it for a half hour straight and you haven't done that.
cold air. I can't be in the cold air too long with my asthma. It kicks
Right.
in and.
And you overtax the heart.
Yep.
The next thing you know, you're a statistic.
Yep.
15 years ago, I could shovel all the way.
Oh, I used to. I love to be out in the snow, but not anymore.
I shovel the entrance where the road is. I shovel under the others. In between the branches. And then if the neighbor shows up with a plow, you want me to boil the car? Here's my money, do it.
Yep.
Woo! So I got an extra rep back. I think it's extra rep. Yeah, because I did 6 on Monday, so I got 7. Yep, they might push my channel. What is interesting, Michael, and I'm sure you caught on to it, on that one, tell me why I like Mondays, bench day. You know, it was a 3-minute video. And 10 on your longer videos, you don't get those hundreds and hundreds or thousands of views that you do on a short. But because between you and Christopher and a few others, and then me going back and forth with my 3 channels, I got it almost to 500 views, which is just extraordinary for a longer video for my channel, for the number of subscribers I have. And what it was is it got pushed because of the number of comments. Now, you can't do it every time because YouTube will catch on. But that was kind of funny. So if you see that one where you see my other 2 channels talking back and forth, what I was doing is I was trying to push the number of views, and it did seem to work. So if you want to answer the Peck Chef, the Farms and Prepping, and myself, and see if we can push it to 1,000, that would be cool. But after your video's out there for a week, it kind of gets pushed off to the side, especially if you're doing new videos. My best video is still the original one. Yeah, I'm not sure. No subscription. Get out of there. And I think it's like 657,000 views now. And that's what it made the channel. That one video took me from, probably at the time I had maybe 100 subscribers. And in a 2-week period of time, it took me from 100 subscribers to almost 1,500, and monetized my video, that one video. For whatever reason, YouTube fell in love with it. I was getting 30,000, 40,000 views a day. I was spending probably a half hour answering all the comments. I haven't had one like that jump up since. I did do that one short where I was beating on hot metal, and it got like 174,000 views. Lately, it seems like the views are down. And I don't know if you're seeing the same thing, but where, I'd consistently maybe get 2,000 to 4,000 views on my shorts. It seems I'm getting 500 to maybe 2,000 on them now. Every now and then you get one that jumps up, but it's interesting, these ebbs and flows, and you try to figure out what can I do to improve it. So, time to put 370 in the bench. I got 3 last time. So if you remember, boys and girls, okay, I got 3 at this point. So I would like to at least get 3, but 4 would make me happy, joy. And I do see some new lifters coming in, so it looks like I'll have a spotter for it. People ask how do you keep the same level or how do you get stronger? It's a give and take. I've noticed my recovery time takes longer. My desire to take naps have increased as I've gotten older. It's kind of a nice thing. Right. I know it. I've had some chats with YouTube and they tell me nothing's changed. And then after I have that chat, all of a sudden I'll see a brief increase in my views. So I think it's the old additive, a squeaky wheel is the one that gets oiled. But I know I do try to, I put some of your lifts on my channel trying to get you as many pushes as possible. And I tell you, sometimes that'll happen. You'll get someone that likes your video and they'll do a video off of yours. And especially the bigger channels, that's giving me some big pushes. So to me, to be at 7,400 subscribers is just unbelievable. I understand. Out of 7,400, maybe 400 are visiting me weekly, and that 400 number could change. And out of that 400, maybe 40 to 100 are catching just about everything I do, especially on the live streams. Then when I get done with the live stream, I have anywhere, depending on how well the live stream goes, I'll have anywhere from 40 views to about 100 views. By the next day, that number is usually around 100 to 200. Seems to be my average. So that tells me those are my regulars. Even those channels they have over 100,000 subscribers, they have about 2,000 regulars. So, and I appreciate my regulars, I really do. Without you, I'd really be no need for me to do these videos. I could just come in and lift. But because I get people telling me, hey, I'm working out because of you, I'm in better shape because of you. You help me, you inspire me to keep doing these things. That's why I do it. And because it's not for the 25 cents a day I earn. That's about what I earn. You can walk. I don't have it hid. But the fact that other people get inspired by my work and then go out and get themselves in better shape, that's kind of what I do it. And some of you inspire me, Christopher, with your awesome deadlifts. Michael, with you working the shoulders and that and going for walks, inspired me to do the same. So I get inspiration also. So it's a win-win. It really is. Yesterday I had a lot of Beaverines come out and visit and appreciate, and then I'll see them on other channels and they'll mention me, hey, my husband's, working out because of you, or I'm working out because of you. And that's good stuff. It's a nice community going on. This weekend, I got a book to read. Should have brought the book with me, but I did post a picture of that book on my community page. It's called Gunship. It's written by John Davis, who is, there you go, who is the creator of Prepper Nation, which is one of the channels I watch pretty much every morning. And he's got a lot of books out there, so I ordered one. It's a nice thick book, so it should last me the whole weekend. And then I will do a review on it to see if it's something that you should go out and get. Now, and it's going to change because other people have different things that they like. I tend to like your science fiction and your role-playing fiction, things like that. Some of my favorite authors, was Isaac Asimov, who is a physicist. He's the one that did iRobot. And he also did a foundation series. If you want to read how empires rise and fall, he had a very good look at it in the form of a fiction book. But if you read it, it's called the Foundation Trilogy. It's a very good read. Roger Zanley was another one I liked reading, The Chronicles of Amber. And I'll give you kind of an in-depth look of people in power that want to stay in power. And also he has some Greek and other mythology in there, which is pretty cool. And then Dan Abnett and the Warhammer series, he has some very, very good books I like and I definitely enjoy reading. There's other authors out there too. You know, if you want to scare the hell out of kids, you know, Lovecraft comes to mind. It was just something my kids started reading when they were young. I think I better plug in before my battery goes. Let me go grab my cord. Use the TV here. Plug in the computer. So the computer's good for about an hour or so when it has a full charge. And of course, the older your electronics get, the loss of the battery lasts. But I didn't have it fully charged when I was probably going to have to plug in. Well, luckily, good position for that. So I got 370 on here. Probably time to go for 3, maybe 4. Some of the younger gentlemen have come in, so I think I can go ahead a little bit harder.
I working on the two stuff. I actually that's a good. I tried telling Marissa, I was like, hey, why don't you just open up, exercise. Why don't you do dance? Learn how to dance. Dance is great. It's a great exercise. Plus, it's a skill. If I don't know how to dance, I'm going to oh shit. Be like, hey, why don't you dance? You know what I mean? That's kind of my thing. Maybe try doing it like on YouTube and then. Yeah. I'm not. You don't get it. Yeah. You don't have to worry about that part. You already got one.
I've already got one. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Better for over. We've been together for about 33 years now.
Oh, that's really good.
So
yeah. That's really, really good.
I got 370. Monday I did a set of 3. So I'd like to at least get 3. 4 would be a bonus.
You want to lift off?
Yeah, but better only about like 20 pounds worth.
Okay, yeah. Just
And then, it's a slow
and
lift.
try going for 3.
Yeah, 3, maybe 4.
Okay. Come on. Oh. It's all you. Come on, it's all you. I ain't even touching it. Let's go. That's all you.
I got it.
Okay. It's all you.
Thank you.
Yep. Good job.
And see, I could never went for that 4th one without having a spotter behind me. Thank you. 370 by 4.
Sweet.
Getting there. Ah, crap. Boot. All right. So double win. Reclaimed a rep at 365 or 335 and one at 370. The next set's 385. And the last two occasions, I double repped them. So at least I want to double rep it. A triple would be phenomenal. So remember, rest, nutrition, in proper exercise form, and a desire to stay in shape. The one thing that everybody who comes to the gym, they all have a desire to stay in shape. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. Whether it's mobility, whether it's endurance, whether it's strength, whether it's toning, it's all good stuff. So remember, just get in the gym and lift or run, jump rope, whatever it is that's helping you stay in shape. And you'll be healthier for it, not only just physically, but also mentally. There's just so many benefits to doing this. Oh my goodness. So here I pay attention to the clock. I have a flu bug. Oh man. That's going around to one supervisor. She had a week off and she spent most of it in bed. Goes on vacation and she ends up being as sick as all heck. So I was hoping that she was completely recovered over it, as she's sitting there talking to me. So tis the season. Washing your hands is a good idea. Face mask ain't going to stop anything. Might help with allergies. But washing your hands, taking vitamins, dose on the C, vitamin D and zinc. Don't shake somebody's hand and pick your nose afterwards. Probably not a good idea. Wash your hands, then pick your nose. Or pick your nose, then shake your hand. I don't know. One of those things.
Just holler if you need another one.
I will.
All right.
You know me, I'm old. It takes a while to recover.
That's all right. Send a pigeon.
Yep. So yeah, now my workout can go the way it needs to because I got a spotter. And that's just it. If I don't have a spotter, do I still work out? I do. It's just, I'm probably not going to go. It's heavy. Just to be safe, but even a lighter workout is still a workout. It still has benefits for you. Wore my Santa hat yesterday, both here and at work. Some people at work got a kick out of it. I just didn't know if I'm going to be able to come here or at work today. So it's still snowing, but it's a very light snow. So I imagine further up north, where they'll pick up a lake effect, it's going to be far more severe. Get the pads out. I'd probably go to sleep if I had that pad. So, weighed in at 244 this morning. So I'm keeping the weight about where I want to. So that's good. So the only thing on the gym is when you're trying to talk to people, everybody's bringing their personal listening devices in. So a lot of times you think you're having a conversation, you're not. If anything, I'd pretend I had them in just so I could listen in. Basically, I don't need big loud music to get me motivated, but when I'm on a competition, that yes, it does have its place. A nice, vigorous, Iron Man by Black Sabbath will kick you to the next level. Now I gotta wait for that disinfectant to blow by. It tends to mess with my lungs a little bit, but it's good to use here in the gym environment. The one thing when we did have the pandemic going is we were wiping down everything: weights, bars, benches, making sure that. But yeah, of course, we're washing your hands 20 times a day is a good thing. And you don't need to do it with a disinfectant. Soap and water is plenty. We did a experiment in biology on that, where we used the disinfectant on a petri dish and soap and water in just water. And what grew in the dish really didn't vary on any of the three. Basically said just wash them, soap and water is fine. Rinse the stuff off your hands. You're going to accumulate more later on. Rinse them off again. So like when I'm done with the bench, I'll wipe it down. So we got here kind of doing some body weight exercises and planks and side planks and things like that. So even if you don't have a gym, there's a lot of these things that you can do just right on a pad. They're definitely will do the trick for you. Yeah, I mean, the wife and I kind of laugh is now when we get down on the ground, it's more of a chore to get back up. So probably things like up, downs, and burpees would be a good thing for me to do. It's just not when I just got done eating, though. So there's always other exercises I can do. Got there during summer where I was doing a lot of push-ups, and that definitely helped. And there's times you can just do many of the things in the house that don't require weight, but that will keep you in shape. So those are always good things. All right, I talked long enough. Time to go do another set. Let me go get my spotter. Boy. So my spotter's doing some ab work. But he's going to come in here and spot me when he gets done. So I'll just get in the bench, start getting ready. There we go. All right. Yeah, don't cut it short because of me. I'm not on a.
Oh, no, it's okay. I usually try to shoot for something small and work my way up.
So 385. Last two times I double repped it, so at least a double.
Come on. It's all you. Go.
There we go. Woo. Got the double. There you go. Yeah. So now I think we're gonna go for 400. slow and steady. I got 400 on there. Where last time we did, 385 went up a little slower. I remember I did an extra rep on both 335 and 370. That's definitely going to take into your energy bank. If I ever hit 400, that'll be good for my heavy set. And then it'll probably be time for some last minute shopping. And I gotta get some gift cards for the wife for her to use. Whew. Thursday. Gotta keep thinking what day it is today. For some reason, because I'm mentioning, I have Friday in my mind. It ain't Friday yet, John. It's only Thursday. So happy Thursday. Still getting light snow, so nothing heavy. I think we've got maybe a half inch of accumulation so far. But as this is as heavy as it's going to be, the blizzard of 2022 is going to be kind of a fizzle. The cold weather will be here. But knocking on wood, I don't think we're going to have to worry about getting snowed in, which is a good thing. And then just hope I don't lose power. But if I do, I got that handled too. What I do if we do power goes out, I bring the generator in the house for about an hour, let it warm up because the house holds heat for a long time. And then I'll start it, take it back out of the house, and plug it in. So note to self, I got to make sure I still have those double male plugs. I need to pull them out of the storage bin and make sure they're in good shape. If not, I'll need to stop at the old hardware store and make another one. They don't sell them, but you can make them. Just buy a very heavy duty 12 gauge extension cord, a short one, and then you buy another male head on it to cut it off and put that on there. So you plug one in the generator, one in the house outlet, turn off the main breaker. My generator will run the furnace, run the fridge and freezer, and most of the lights. The only thing is this, so much is being used, you don't try to turn your TV on. It's a good way to blow your power supply. And to be honest with you, I got books to read. So shout out to, again, at John at Prepper Nation. I did get your book Gunship, which I'll be reading starting this weekend. So probably Saturday, I'll sit down and I'll probably have it done by Monday. It is a big book though. It's hopefully big print too, make it easier for me to see. But I did post a picture of it on my community page. And then I will, after I get done reading it, and I'll do a short video telling you what I think of the book. And if it's something worth getting, I'll send you a link to where you can get it. I don't make anything on this. John might make 50 cents on it. I don't know how much you make on a book that you sell. But it'd be kind of cool. I hope I enjoy the book because there's 20 in these series. So I'm thinking it might be good reading throughout the winter. I don't do a lot of reading during the summer because I'm always outside. But during the winter, I definitely do more. So 400, got a couple more minutes yet. Knock this out. And like the way it's going. Ryan, how you doing? Ho, Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please do. Just a recap. Did all my warm-ups, and then workout really starts at 3:35, which I got for 7 reps. That was one more rep than I did on Monday. And then we went to 370, which I got for 4 reps. Once again, it was one more rep than I got on Monday. And then 385 I did for a double, which is what I did the last 2 times. And now I'm going for 400. Monday and last Friday I did 395. So doing 400, and then I'll save the 405 for probably Monday, which should be enjoyable because it is actually a day off for me. And I have a little bit more time to spend in the gym, hopefully, than I usually do. I got plenty of time to do it today, but Mom was home. She'll probably want me. So, yeah, 400 by 1 is what I'm going for. We'll see how clean it is. You just got to keep going in. You got to keep pushing it. You got to keep pushing it. Sometimes your weight is going to go down. Sometimes it's going to go up. You just got to keep being as strong as you possibly can. Never give up. And understand there's been good days and bad days so far. Today is a double win with the 1 extra reps on both of my lower sets. And if I hit when I hit 400, positive mental attitude. When I hit 400, that'll also be another win. It'll be 5 pounds more than I did last time. So let me go get my spotter. And let's get this party started. All right. All right, go for 400. 1 rep. I got it. Thank you. Yep. Yeah. So it's always going to be slow on that end. That's just the way I lift. Maybe I thought I was talking to the crowd. So 400. Probably had 405. But, we'll save that for Monday. Because it really is 3 wins. That's about all I need to do. Time to put my weights away. Oh, Merry Christmas. Long time no see. Thanks for popping in. Good to see you again. T. Killing. I don't lift heavy. I need to build a squat rack outside of some 4x4s I got in the backyard. I did that when I was younger. I mean, younger, like in my teens. The neighbor and I, we built a squat rack. Problem is we outgrew it in about a year, where we were squatting too much weight for the rack to safely handle. But 4x4s, if you build it right, should do the trick. Sawhorses might be good for, the lower end of it. There you go. Yeah, there it is. Like regular wood sawhorses. And the 4x4 should be more than enough to support it. Over design it, if anything. And then the squats, I don't go as heavy. I like the knees. I don't like the form. I am, truly, I am a bench specialist. But I do a fair good amount with deadlifts. And I do squat, but I don't squat heavier than usually 2 1/4. It just, And I mean, those people who squat heavy, I'm just amazed with. 20 chin-ups, there you go. So when I decided to get back into lifting, my goal was at least do 10 chin-ups. And the first time I was doing them, I looked like that squirrel trying to get up a grease pole. But I worked up where I could do 10 to 12 all the time, and that's a body workout. Body weight workouts are great workouts. So 20 chin-ups is excellent. And it's a great exercise to do every day. That's something you can do every day. Chin-ups, push-ups, deep knee bends, air squats. You can literally do those every day. When you start doing heavy weights, that's when you want to have weights in between. I would use my pull-ups as my litmus test when I get done with a deadlift day. I grow up in Killeen. I don't get that one. I grow up in Killeen. Killeen a place? Because I have a T-Killeen up here in the chat. So I was thinking Killeen was a name. I don't know if it's a place or not. You might have to. Oh, Elson High School. Oh, is that like in Killeen State? I'll have to Google it. There's probably more than one. Where's that town? Well, we don't need to know exactly. Texas, there you go. So you guys are going to get some cold weather, not compared to what we're getting. It's supposed to get down to -8. -8 degrees by 11 o'clock tonight. That's what I'm going to walk into when I walk out of work. So I'm going to go into work. It's going to be like 30 degrees, and I'm going to come out, and it's going to be almost 40 degrees colder. So I'm going to dress in layers. Always remember, layers. And always remember, put away your weights. When you're done, put the weights away. Here's exercise. Put the weights away. It is exercise. It's good stuff. And always, when you can, work out with holding weights. So I can always do these. We might need to get our weight tree in here. Starting to get some more serious lifters. One at home I could donate to. You all done there? I am. It's all yours. I'll move my stuff out of the way. Oh, I'm going to try in the snow. All right, let's move the stuff. Whee! Toys in the attic.
Do that.
There we go. So we have to. Hey, Ethan, how you doing? Some serious benching you've been doing, brother. Very impressive. I gotta play catch up to you, which always is a good thing. I like playing catch up. All right, so I'll do the games recap again for you, Ethan. No problem. So when I started, oh, there he is. So I remember we were talking about Joe Walsh the other day.
Oh, Joe.
And I was wondering how come, I was off Twitter for about 6 years. I went back on it, and I was getting every post he was doing. And I was trying to figure, why am I seeing everything else? So I clicked on him. Well, 6, 8 years ago, I followed him because
He was in Congress, wasn't
and he wasn't what he is now. So then I figured, oh yeah, so I unfollowed him.
he? 5:60 a.m. now.
Yeah.
I forgot what the name of the station is. I don't.
When he was saying something, I said, Joe, I heard I got censored. He never replies to me. But I was trying to figure why I was getting everything he did. Then I realized, he was in Congress, he was a Republican, I followed him. And then as he changed, I forgot to hit that unfollow. So now my feed's so much friendlier.
Well, the hard part to watch is what the news media is telling us now.
Yeah.
With people are going away from Trump and all, but that's what they want.
Oh, sure it is.
And I just talking with Doc, that's a sub-paragraph with Limbaugh. These studies they got, we're talking about the cholesterol stuff with statin drugs.
Yes.
And I forgot whether in Australia or whatever, we get more information from Europe and Australia.
So I've gotten off the
But
statin
the guy
drugs.
got into statin drugs. The doctor that studied it went back and looked at it, and they talked about getting out of them. But what they were doing and what he found, they had fudged the numbers in their
Oh,
studies.
sure he did.
And I joked, I said, that's what Limbaugh always talked about. You got to read the internals. They got 62% say this, and who did they ask?
I got off the statins. I replaced them with B3 and niacin
Oh,
and arginine, and I have the same cholesterol now, which took 3 statins for me to get, and it used to mess me up.
well,
So
don't know is
well, I put my wife on one. I think only every other day, and I told her I just not a fan of. It's a tear me up. I mean, literally tear my muscles.
we joke a lot about the elections too. It looks like maybe Kerry Lake is going to get far enough in that
We'll see. I
court
can't.
case.
I'm on YouTube. I can't mention that. You get booted off YouTube for saying that.
Does it record what you're saying now?
I'm on a live stream. I do fitness, so it's non-political, but I've seen people who have had this conversation and then get put in YouTube jail for a week.
Yeah,
But
I've got the free side of YouTube, and I go up and I watch a whole bunch of if the musical is on there, or if I want to listen to a symphony.
right.
A lot of conductors have.
Oh yeah,
there.
absolutely.
So there's a free side of that.
I learned how to make butter the other
What
day.
was the? I can't think. It's Amazon or something. One of them's got free music.
Yeah, it's probably Amazon.
I don't do that because I didn't, and I don't know how the hell to do it. I had Amazon Prime, and I didn't want it.
Right.
And then they start to charge it. It's free for a month.
Yeah. No, I have it because we use it a lot. My kids are out of state, and it's the best way of sending them presents.
Well, that's true too, yeah. But I don't.
That's the only reason I have
And
it.
Amazon Prime is all these other special things.
Right,
I
yeah.
don't have time.
I don't have time. I don't watch that much
I don't
TV.
have cable. I'm not home to watch
We have
it.
satellite, but we one time didn't have a TV for a year and a half, and I didn't miss it. 'Cause I can get all the news here if I want it, when I want it.
I got to tell you, I was talking to the guys were talking about the COVID-19 stuff over pantry cupboard. There's 3 of them sitting there, and they were talking about it. And I said, remember when that first started, you were hounded with the number of people got sick today,
Right.
the number of people in the hospital, the number of people died, and they were all over your face with this stuff.
Yep.
And then suddenly it stopped. You know why? There were more vaccinated people dying than unvaccinated.
58% of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the number.
Another thing I can't talk about here.
No. Anyway, this guy said that's all wrong.
No, it's
And I
not.
said,
And it's funny how they try to change the man.
well, what was going on was he wouldn't buy any of it. So I mentioned Josh Phillips' name. Oh, that was discrediting. I says, you don't even know what I'm talking about. So he got up and left after a while.
Yeah.
The guy sitting next to him says, did you have a feeling you're talking to a fence post?
Yeah, you are. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. I finally unfollowed them, so I don't have to see his ridiculous stuff on Twitter anymore. But Ethan, on my recap, I did 335 by 7. So that was 1.
Your workout record?
Yeah, I actually have a fitness channel.
Oh.
So I have people that watch my channel and I give them tips and things like that. And then I demonstrate I actually do what I talk. So I just finished up my workout. I was benching for the last hour and 20 minutes.
You got a heavier coat to wear?
I have them at home. Because I know, well, snow don't bother me. That means it's 30 degrees. That -8, it's going to be at 11 o'clock tonight. So I have a vest that goes inside of this.
Oh.
And I have another heavier flannel to throw over this too. Oh yeah, definitely going to dress in layers.
It's supposed to drop like 30 degrees in 20 minutes.
It'll be, yeah, it's going to be not good.
It's going to be ugly.
I'm going to hit the store for a few last minute things.
I was going to call the bowling alley today and see if, because of the weather issue, if I could bowl Tuesday
Yeah.
for tonight, next Tuesday for the night. I mean, it's unusual to do that, but we've had that situation come up here with a blizzard way back
Well,
15, 20 years ago.
New Year's, it's going to be in the 40s.
Well,
I don't know about next Tuesday.
they don't normally let you bowl after the fact. You can bowl before it, but not
Oh.
after. But because of the storm and stuff, and
They're going to let you do it.
schedule, come in next week and bowl, and put it in the finals with it. It's unusual they do that, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking about a couple that was in a party over at Lutz Trucking, Lots Trucking was down at Knights of Columbus.
Okay.
The party was still going. They left there about midnight. Everyone north, Grand Ridge went east. They're going to her sister's house at Seneca. They never got there. They were just east of the driveway of the nuclear plant. They lost control of the car and went backwards into the ditch. And the husband's not responsive. She's in a party dress.
Is that the one she took off and they found her like
walked out,
weeks
they found her
later?
a month later.
Yeah, because they didn't. I mean, a red dress, how could they have missed her?
Number one, it's too dark and there was too much snow.
During the day, it
But
wasn't
she
too
was
dark. Right.
walking to where the office used to be.
Right.
And what she should have done was walk a half a mile
She should
east to the
She should have stayed in the vehicle.
Brookfield building.
Should have stayed in the vehicle.
Well, it depends on how much fuel.
Even the fuel, at least you were in a party
And-
dress, she's not going to make it.
And if it's in snow, she's not going to make it either.
Well, you know what's in my car?
What's that?
I have other winter clothing. I have blankets.
Where I'm going with happened, this would be the early 80s over at Marseilles. The kid went off the road to the back, was in a ditch. He thought he'd be okay in the car, had enough fuel to last the night, whatever. Didn't make it. The exhaust fumes came.
Right. And that's the other thing, especially if you block the muffler off.
That's why, but she only got out with one shoe, if I remember.
Yep.
You know,
No, I remember. We were,
but it was that direction of the office. If she's going up, Bill Boyd did this.
they finally, I think a helicopter finally spotted.
Yeah, they found her with a red dress
Yeah.
out.
Where they
A
going?
month later.
Christmas.
I mean, I could have told you where she was going when they found her when she there. But Bill Boyd had that same problem. He went up, he broke the front door of the Brookfield Hall. He
Yeah.
got in, and they give him a hell about it. But hey, he was safe.
No.
Get in out of the weather. He was safe. That's
We had a
what
guy-
she should have done.
Guy at the VFW froze to death. His house was maybe 300 yards from the VFW. So he was there drinking. He went to go home. He forgot his keys. He turned around to go back and never made it. It was 40 below zero. He froze to death that quickly.
Oh, yeah.
So layers.
Layers.
Dress for it. So anyway, my recap for today. Trying to get this finished
You
up
got
here.
it done today, so you can shut her down.
Getting ready to shut her down and head to the store. So Ethan, I did 335 by 7, so that was an extra rep. Then Monday I did 370 by 4. That was one extra rep. I did another double at 385, and then I did a single at 400. So 3 wins today on my workout. Next workout will be Monday, and probably be here. Same time, same channel. So yeah, appreciate it. And everybody have a very Merry Christmas. Stay safe, especially in this weather coming. Alrighty. And it is time to go. Merry Christmas, everybody.
How much of my bladder went into that?